it's a privilege to be asked to do the vote of thanks, and there are a number of acknowledgements and presentations. I just wanted to say how inspiring the reflections were. The last four speakers who spoke on behalf of all of us who are guests, participants, visitors. This is, I think, my third Iftar dinner, and each time I've been to one I leave feeling quite deeply moved by the experience. And as I was thinking about what we've heard of those who conceived of the idea of this dinner here, this engagement between the bar and the Australian Intercultural Society, the words that came to mind for me, and I just jotted them down a moment ago, were courage, vision, persistence and optimism. And I suppose that's not the least of what has moved and inspired me when I've been to these occasions, is that this is a profoundly optimistic gathering. It's built on a belief that we can learn and we can give. And it seems to me that's the future of the world. For us to keep learning and listening and realising the depths of our ignorance, and then learning to give with what we have and what we've learnt. And these are unique occasions, I think, for that. So on behalf of all of us who are here, thank you to the organisers for your hospitality. The first specific thank you is from the AIS to VicBar, although my sense is it's a bit both ways. Amit, will you come up and present a small gift to Matt Collins?
Sorry, we'll do that for you. Small gift. Small gift it is.
Some technical difficulties, so we're going for the old-fashioned.
And then next is to our keynote speaker, Asmina, and again, think of those words I used: courage, vision, persistence, optimism. And your example is an inspiration to us, to those of us who've had a career path which knows nothing of the sorts of challenges you've faced. That's, as I said, what it's important for us to hear about and to affirm and embrace and salute. So Jenny Batruni has a small presentation for Asmina, so I'm reliably informed.
Of course I do. Is this for Asmina?
Yes, it's for Asmina.
Jenny, what is it? That's what I always say to my brother. Well done. Thank you.
We've already acknowledged the Imam, Aslam Muhammad, for the call to prayer, and I thought, Rod, you described that wonderfully. It is the music, and for many of us it's strange music, it's unfamiliar music, and it's music we need to become familiar with, and how beautifully that recitation was done for us. So I think even in his absence we should thank the Imam again. Now, the service tonight was delivered to you by Serenity Hospitality, and I don't know what you thought. I thought it was done with most beautiful, quiet, tact, courtesy, everything you'd want, so that it all happens without you really noticing. Let's put our hands together for them. And then there are a few particular people behind the scenes that we particularly want to acknowledge. From the Vic Bar, Amanda Art, General Manager Corporate Services, Alana Jones, Events and Communications, and the rest of the team. And from the AIS, Tanya Dean, Mujat Kiza, Sarah Metchik, and the rest of the team from AIS. Let's have a big hand for all of them. Because as everyone who's organised an event like this knows, it's all very well to turn up and have your dinner, but if you're actually worrying for the last week or 2 or 6 about who's coming and where they're sitting, there's an awful lot of time and sweat that goes into that, and we want to say how much we, like me who turned up to have dinner, appreciate it. Finally, and of course he speaks for himself, our MC, Donald Betts Jr. Need I say more? Now, Serdar Takimoglu, the Executive Principal of Sirius College, is going to present Donald's gift to him. Why don't you come in the middle? And I think we'll leave tonight simply by reaffirming to ourselves our commitment to diversity. I'm sure I speak for many of you in this room in saying it's an urgent issue for our legal profession, for our courts. And the challenge from Donald was a really powerful one. We've all got opportunities in our different places, in our different firms and courtrooms, and time is short. And we need to use our voices and talk to our friends and colleagues about this stuff and say, we're not doing enough, we've got to do more. So in that sense, that different sense, this has been an inspiration to all of us. Thank you for having us.